Hi everybody, I hope you're all well. I can't believe I'm saying this, but it's the 2nd of December. How has that happened? It's just time has flown by way too quick. I'm actually going to be going into town after filming this to start on my Christmas shopping, which usually I'm quite organised about, and I would have already started or possibly finished by now, not even started this year. So I'm hoping today's shopping trip I'll be able to get a load of it done, or at least some of it done. It's -3 right here in the south of England where I am, so I'm using the opportunity while it's still very, very cold and still quite dark out before I go on my shopping trip to film this, and then I can upload it as soon as I get home. So yeah, so welcome to the first day of my 2023 advent calendar. So in case you haven't seen, last year I did the Bookishly advent calendar, but unfortunately because of my holiday and when I was going to be paid and such to be able to buy it this year, I just didn't get there in time. They completely sold out. So I went on Etsy and I went to a shop called Shop My Mum. I'll include a link to them in the description, and got their 12-day advent calendar. So here we go, day 1. So you could pick 2 genres or a mix, and I decided to go with 2 genres, and I picked crime/thriller and romance. I have absolutely no idea other than that what I'm going to get. There's no indication. It's not like Bookishly where it says this is a list of books where your 12 books will be randomly picked from. I have absolutely no clue other than genre. I don't even know if like the odds are one genre, the evens are another, or if it's a mix. I have no idea. So yeah, let's get to it. So book number 1, and every day, there's 12 days, and every day comes with a sweet treat and something to drink. So the odds are a candy cane and a Yorkshire tea bag. I do love tea. I prefer herbal teas though, so I think I'll give the Yorkshire tea because my dad loves Yorkshire tea. I think I might give the Yorkshire teas to him. Right, I've got a pair of scissors to cut the ribbon because that is double knotted and there's no way in heck I'm going to be able to elegantly remove that. So let's just cut that off. Brilliant. And oh, these are quite well stuck down, so it might actually expose what the book is. So you know what, I'll put the candy cane down, but I'll leave the tea bag on and I'll take it off later. Okay, so book number 1. Let's find out. Is it a crime? Is it a thriller? Is it a romance? I don't know. And by the way, I've got my phone by my side because I don't know what I'm going to get. It could be someone who I've never even heard of, an author I've never even heard of. I could potentially have read all of these. I could have read some of these. I could have read none of these. I don't know. So let's see what we've got. I don't even know if this is the front of the book that I'm showing you. So, oh, it is. Oh, it's upside down. Oh, okay. It's a book I've never heard of called Oh, I Do Like to Be by Marie Phillips, from the best-selling author of God's Behaving Badly. Oh, okay. I don't know this. So I do love the fact that the first word on the description is Shakespeare, and you know how much I love Shakespeare. I forgot to say also, this advent calendar, all of these books are high quality second-hand books. So it's recycling is a word, but keeping books that already exist in the on people's bookshelves basically. So I really liked that fact. That was something that brought me to it. So right, let's read the back of the book. To be and be or not to be and be, that is the question. Shakespeare clone and would-be playwright Billy has just arrived in an English seaside town with his sister Sally, who was cloned from a hair found on the back of a bus seat. Okay. All Billy wants is a cheap B&B, an ice cream, and a huge hit in the West End. And little does he know that their fellow clone, Bill and Sal, are also residents of the town. Oh, so it's a take on Comedy of Errors. Things are about to get confusing. Cue professional rivalry, maternal discord, and a family reunion like no other. Oh, so it's a different take on a comedy of errors. I love a comedy of errors. It's such a funny play. Oh, okay. I love Richard Osman, who well, I was gonna say good author, but then I didn't like the Thursday Murder Club, and I haven't read anything else of his. All right, author, in my eyes. take that with a pinch of salt. But funny man, I really like Richard Osman as a person. I think he's great. So he said funny, super smart, clever, and ridiculous. So in case you haven't come across the Comedy of Errors, don't know what it's about, it is about a guy and his servant who basically rock up on this place where they've never been before, and they to have a good time, and also they've got things to do that they need to do. And it just so happens that two people who are completely identical to them live in this place, and there's marriage, there's connections and such, and they keep crossing paths but they never meet. And of course, because they look identical, people mistake them for being the other, and there's a lot of funny mishmash of stuff that happens, and it's a really, really fun play to watch. I really, really like the Comedy of Errors. It's great. I've got one, I think it's just the one copy on DVD from the RSC Live from when after the lockdowns, but obviously with COVID going on and such, instead of having the theatre be indoors as it is in the RSC building, they built an outside theatre and they filmed this production from the outside theatre. So we get to be outside in the summer in Stratford upon Avon. I wish I'd been able to go to see the outside theatre because it's not there anymore. But it would be brilliant if they bring it back and everything. So right. Let's look up Marie Phillips, because I have never come across her, or I possibly have, and I'm about to have a "don't you silly idiot" moment. Let's have a look. British writer, there she is. So that's what she looks like, just FYI. I don't think the lighting in my living room is actually going to be great. So she is best known for her debut novel, Gods Behaving Badly, a comic fantasy concerning ancient Greek gods living in modern-day Hampstead. Oh, okay. That's interesting. It was first published in the UK in 2007, later became a bestseller in Canada. Oh, so she's very popular in Canada. Her second novel, The Tales of Less Valued Knights, is a comic take on the world of King Arthur. It was published in the UK in 2014 and nominated for the 2015 Bailey Women's Prize for Fiction. Her third novel, a Shakespearean comedy entitled Oh, I Do Like to Be, was released in 2018. So this is only 5 years old. So okay, that's interesting. And looks like I think she hasn't got any more books from what I can just very, very quickly scanning. She probably has got more, but I just haven't been able to see it very quickly looking at my Oh, okay. Apparently God's Behaving Badly had been originally opted for television by Ben Stiller's Red Hour Productions and was made into a 2013 film starring Sharon Stone, Alicia Silverstone, Christopher Walken, by Big Beach Films. So she has, stuff's been adapted. That's really cool. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm liking this. Where this is going. I do like the idea of a modern play on pre-existing things. So because if that wasn't a thing, then things like the Percy Jackson series wouldn't exist. You could even say because I just happened to be rewatching Once Upon a Time, and shows like Once Upon a Time would not exist if we didn't have that ability to go, let's take something pre-existing and give it a modern twist. So yeah, this looks like fun. I'm really going to enjoy this, I think. I do wonder how, because obviously Shakespeare, the Bard, there's so many plays, there's so much stuff that goes on in his plays and such. I wonder how many little Easter eggs of other plays she might possibly throw in outside of the realm of A Comedy of Errors. There are some bits in A Comedy of Errors where I'm like, ooh, that could be very interesting with the whole thing of the clone and and such. But I don't want to say, because obviously spoilers for people who haven't watched the Comedy of Errors and such. But I think this is really cute and quirky. I like this. And yeah, this book, it is, look, no spine breaks, it is complete. It's like brand new. That is brilliant. Because obviously secondhand books, you could have possible breaks, you could have bashes in them and such, which, because if they're secondhand books, I don't mind, because I know that they're secondhand books, they're gonna have that, whatever. But that is like new. So if that's the quality that I'm going to be getting throughout this advent calendar, I am very happy with that. And obviously there might be some that do have, bashes and spine breaks and such. Again, don't mind, because I know that it's secondhand books. But for a first one, I'm very happy. So, yeah. I find it quite interesting that this is under romance as well. I can understand why, because of the Comedy of Errors and things that happen. And technically it is, well, it is a comedy. It's always listed under the comedies, but there is some like romantic elements that are in there. So I can kind of understand. I expected that, like, the romance stuff to be very much like, the Flat Share that I read earlier. Those kind of books. I was not expecting something like this. I am very, very happy with that. So massive tick for book number 1 of 12 on the Advent 2023. Shop by Mum collection. Thank you so much, Shop by Mum, for this. I was not expecting this at all, and I am over the moon. So thank you. So yeah, that'll be going into my jars then. Definitely, I've never read it before. I've never read her works before. And actually, because I'm going into town to do some Christmas shopping, I might see if they've got any more Marie Phillips, because her work sounds really quite interesting. I probably won't buy today, but if just have a flick through something that is not this book and just have a feel for her writing and such, and yeah, possibly in the future I might find it quite interesting to look more into her stuff. So yeah, brilliant. So there we go, number 1 all sorted. And so I will be back on Monday to open book number 2, which could be crime and thriller. If we're doing the odds and evens things, it might be another one in the romance section. I have no idea, but we shall see. So thanks for watching. If you've read this book, let me know what you think, because as I said, I have no clue about it. I will see you on Monday. Bye.